Guys, I am here with the two coaches of our competing championship teams. It is weird, as much as I have been pushing to get this league accepted as a sport by the states and all the people that need to recognize it. It's even weird for me to say the words competing because we are competing and we're not. We are facing off against each other, and eventually there will be a winner. And I think the word competing makes it feel even different when I look at these two. So there's so many interesting story parts about these two and these two teams. And I just wanted to at least take a couple of minutes and share it with the Jester's World of what we're looking at. This is Coach Karina from Durango. Coach Karina is all of what, 22 or 21. She is definitely young, but she's been the Durango coach since she graduated. And then this is Coach Song of ATECH, also West Tech, also Sierra Vista. Song is also 21 and has been coaching since she graduated as well. The weird part is, well, one of many weird parts is that these two used to be friends in high school as they both graduated from Durango together. Did you guys do like the middle school thing too, or the elementary school thing?
No, I think just high school. And to reiterate, we still are friends.
Gosh.
I don't
I'm
know
sorry
why
if I
it used to be.
Yeah, fix yourself, Kobe.
I'll get my writer to correct their notes. We'll see what else is wrong on my stat sheet. I excuse me. Well, I don't know. I hear it from time to time, or heck, I mean, this was for you guys, but Hannah from West Tech and Maya from Durango used to go to elementary school together, and they didn't realize they were doing improv together until their coin toss in the playoffs. So I don't know if you saw that coin toss, but they turned on their cameras and they both went, ah! So it's funny the small world that we're in. But again, there are the two of you at the top of that. So Jester's World, here's one cool thing. These are the two youngest coaches to ever lead their teams to a championship for the league. Is that cool to you at all? Like when you think of Adam and you think of Pete and you think of Brent or me or anyone, is that kind of cool to say that you are the youngest coaches to do this?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not old.
Wait, what? What's wrong with being old? What? With the coach of the Cardinals that just won the Super, or not the Cardinals, the Buccaneers just won the Super Bowls in his 60s. What's wrong with that? He won the Super Bowl.
Sure.
But he's old. No, I'm just kidding.
No, graying and
like we both have blonde in our hair. We don't have grays. What are you talking about?
I apologize. Man, this interview is going great. So here's a fun little overlap. There's a thing that Kopi does that I'm pretty strong on and I've done pretty well at, and that's when someone graduates, I do not allow them to go back to their school that they graduated from, right? So here's one of the stories. Coach Karina, I kind of didn't have a choice. The teacher at the time was like, nope, I want Karina. The coach that was leaving was like, yep, I set it up, so it's got to be Karina. So I'm kind of like, oh, I guess I gotta go with Karina. So I mean, even the initial conversations with Karina, even that whole year with Karina, it was just a lot of me going, oh, I mean, I'm sorry that you're going through this, but this wasn't necessarily my choice. And Karina had to turn around and coach her friends, which was Song and other people, of course. At Durango, and then here we are 4 years later, and Karina's now going to a championship. Was that weird coaching your friends, Karina?
Yes, there was definitely a barrier of like, these are my friends. Can I like yell at them? Like, I can't yell at them to be quiet because then they're gonna hate me. And it was also just like knowing where I stand with them, but then there was also the other turnaround, and I got to play with them while I was coaching them, and I got to learn a lot myself. I mean, we were all learning because I had only done improv for 1 year before that, but I just loved it so much. I was just like, yes, I need to come back, and it just so happens that I am hopefully one of the success stories of going back to their school. But Kopi will never ever do that ever ever.
Well, I mean, it's happened a couple of, like literally only a couple, but this is definitely maybe the only light at the end of the tunnel, at least. But we've definitely had our hiccups. On Song's side of it, when Song graduated, I took Song over to ATEC, and ATEC had not had a team yet, and ATEC had a very strict. This is how we're going to start this journey, with their advisor and their teacher and their goals and whatnot. And I mean, to me, to get through that barrier with ATEC, it was like, well, I'm going to take Song in there. Song, the sweetest little angel there is. And everyone's going to fall in love with Song, and everyone's going to be happy here at ATEC. So now both of you, but I'm going to start with Song, both of you have babies now who have been there the whole time you've been coaching, and now they're both in this show, and now they're all graduating. Song, your first year babies are going bye-bye. What does that do to your heart?
Oh, I've cried so many times. I'm glad that this year we had a lot of our shows with all of my ATEC babies recorded, so we have them up online and everything. So, you know, there's always going to be memories there. It's kind of set in stone. Like, you can't delete those videos ever, Kopi. I will be so mad if you do, because, you know.
Stop deleting the videos, please. Okay.
Yeah, make sure they don't delete anything. So I'm grateful for that, because we are online this year. So like all of those shows that they performed in are kind of set in stone, but it breaks my heart, man. Those were like my you know, like teeny tiny little babies like 3 years ago. They were so cute, and like you just wanted to pinch their cheeks, and now they're like pretty much almost 18, like they're almost adults. They're about to go off and, you know, go to college and things like that. So gosh, I'm going to miss them so much. Jonathan, Savannah, Devin, even like Michael, like I'm going to miss them so much when they go off. But I don't know. I hope that, like, you know, they get everything they ever want in the future, because they definitely deserve it. And I don't know, they're just kind of set up for great things. So I'm really excited for whatever happens, whatever, like, however their life goes in whatever direction. So
it's a really bittersweet spot to be in, because I mean, there's a part of you that it hurts a bit to see your babies go, and then there's a part of you that knows that this is all a part of it. This is actually good. This is a good thing. So
yeah, I've told all of them, like, you want to just fail a class and stay, but I know they can't.
So ATEC, I want you to know that Song just said that you're not cute enough now to pinch your cheeks anymore, that you're all old. So Karina, some of your babies are going bye-bye after this too. These are also your first babies.
Yeah, I mean, Maya and Emmy were the first, they were in the first team that I coached, along with Song, Raya, Tristan, everybody. Everybody was so amazing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, those little suckers are leaving me, and they're gonna do so much, and it's ridiculous, because they're gonna, yeah, go to college, they're gonna be successful, and they're gonna do their thing, you know. And improv is gonna be such a, like, it's still gonna be very apparent in their lives, because they're just so darn hilarious, and I'm sure they'll use it in their everyday life. But yeah, like Song said, they were little babies. I mean, they still look little to me. They're tiny. Like I feel like Maya and Emmy have not changed one bit. And then there's my Demetrius that decided that he's gonna graduate this year as well. So rude. And he came in only last year, and then he just decided, yeah, I'm gonna graduate.
Yeah, I'm gonna speed up my clock a little bit. And not to tie it back to me because this is more about you, but my first Jesters babies that were 4 years, Samantha Elton, Lino Rodriguez, and names that are foreign to you, but anyone who knows Jesters history might know those names. Samantha Elton is now married with kids and whatnot, and I'm not kidding you. The other day, she sent me a text and asked me to host a game of real, actual Survivor for her and her friends and her family. She's organizing a live game of Survivor in her backyard where they're going to go through obstacles and tests. And she sends me a text that says, if you host this, Kobe, this is going to make it feel really real because of how good you are. Can you come to my house and host this for my family? So you're right, Karina, in the sense that this improv thing does stay in your heart, regardless of where life takes us. And I mean, just getting that weird text was just like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy you are where you are. And it's bittersweet all the same. Well,
it's great
go
to
ahead.
be a part. You know, song is able to refer like your song, like your kids will always remember you as that was my coach. You know, and vice versa. I hope that I made at least a little bit of an impact on these kiddos.
And I try and say in the moment it doesn't mean a lot, but I try and tell all coaches and everybody really that wins and losses really don't matter in that regard. Is that doesn't necessarily have the effect here. So, and if we're focused on wins and losses that much, then it sours it sometimes. Well, I think everyone has a clear picture of kind of the connection here and where this all is. Or in the interview that you may have seen already between the actual students from Durango and ATECH, I already put them on the spot as far as how they feel about Song here in this situation. So Song, predict who's going to win, Durango or ATECH? Just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's gonna be a tie, and both of us just love each other with a trophy that we cut in half and put at both our schools.
Okay.
I think that's a great idea. Oh, we can make it into like a necklace. How about that? And then every time we see each other, we can connect it.
Just like magnetically attached.
I think that's a great idea.
Giant trophy we just hold on, like hold everywhere we go. Like,
do you understand how big that trophy is? Like when that trophy sits in my house until I give it to the school, like I can't.
We'll put it in the shrinkifier, okay? Don't worry about it.
Can we just dismantle it and everyone gets a piece of the trophy?
Okay.
Like Mean Girls.
Yes.
None for Gretchen Wieners.
Well, guys, you will see ATECH and Durango face off on Saturday, May 8th. That is coming up. That is in, what is it now, 5 days, 6 days? So you will see that show live. Unlike the way that we did all of this improv season where everything was pre-recorded, this is all going to happen live, which means I have to find my whistle. It's somewhere. So that I can make some calls, and then we're going to see this year's championship, which to me, especially with how weird and different this year was, this is going to be such an exceptional experience. And I hope this is one everyone can remember and enjoy. And we'll always be able to look back at and go, man, we actually did it, because we did. Song and Karina, as weird as you thought it was to do online improv, you both did it. So I hope you know that. I hope you realize that. And here we are. So congrats, coaches. Don't pinch your students' cheeks anymore because they're all old. And I will see you guys at the championship.